It's Monday morning. It's a whole lot cooler, which is great. And we're going Blu-ray hunting. So let's do it. Yeah, so it's release Monday and there's a lot out today. There's a lot of new releases, including Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse, the second one. There's a Sleepy Hollow steelbook coming out. Batman Mask of the Phantasm 4K, I already have that though. Les Miserables on 4K, fantastic. That film's getting a 4K release. Yeah, so it is a very busy day. For releases. So I'm going to Bromley. I'll take a look in CEX. I'll take a look in HMV. We'll see what's out. And then I'm driving across to Croydon. Going Croydon, and where we've got another CEX. We've got Comic Shop. We've got the Forbidden Planet. And just have a little look around, a little mosey about, see what's out, see what there is. I might do some charity shops. I don't know if I'll film in them though. I don't want to be very long in Bromley itself. Yeah, I just want to get it over and done with. I'm extremely tired because where we had all of this heat, my sleep has been abysmal. I haven't been able to sleep in this heat, and I tell you, I'm getting an air conditioning unit for next year. I can't sleep in this. It's dreadful. I've been waking up also at about 4 AM to drive my wife to work, so my sleep is broken. The little that I do get is horrendous. I'm so thankful that this temperature has now dropped off. But yeah, so let's get on the road. Let's go. See you in Bromley. Okay, so we're parked up. Let's head into Bromley. It's currently, where's the time? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Dead on. I was hoping to be a little bit earlier, but there we go, it's 9 o'clock, so straight to HMV first. I will say, this feels far more comfortable. This temperature, this weather today makes me very happy. I'm not a lover of the heat, hate it. Can't function in it. But yeah, so I'm happy for this. So here we are at HMV. Let's go and see. New release front plinth. And what do we have on here? Well, we got Spider-Man. There's the DVD. And that is $9.99. Then we have a DVD of both films. $12.99. That's a decent price. Blu-ray version, that's 15 quid, $14.99. And the 4K Blu-ray, $24.99. I like that cover, pretty nice. And then we have both of them together for $19.99 on Blu-ray. So round to the edge here, and all we're primarily looking at is stuff from last week. Older stuff. Where's all the new stuff? Where is it all? I don't know if some stuff got pushed back again or what. Here's their 4K plinth, the front. So there we have Sleepy Hollow, well, the slip anyway, $22.99. And Les Miserables, 4K. This box is empty, $19.99 on that. John Wick there, Fast X, and again Spider-Man at the top. But that's it. That's it. Yeah. So now I'm just looking down in, believe it or not, I'm looking in the horror section because I'm after Never Sleep Again, the Nightmare on Elm Street documentary. But I've got Never Sleep Again 2, which I had to import from Germany. Never Sleep Again 1 I'll probably have to get from online, Amazon, whatever. That was Mandy, $12.99 for that collector's edition set. I do have that. I picked it up on CEX. And now I'm just having a look at the 4K bit, seeing what's here, see if I can't see anything new. My fingers are going. What's that? A Saisu from last week. I don't know why I picked it up, I just did. Spider-Man bit there, as you can see, but I can't really. So, unfortunately, they didn't have too much in there. I couldn't see Batman Mask of the Phantasm. A few releases I couldn't see. None of the steelbooks of the new stuff. I've got them on order anyway, waiting for them to come. Yeah, so not too good in that one. So I've just stepped into game because I do like having a look at what they've got, and this is the Volkswagen thing from the latest Transformers film. I like having a look around and see what they have. Primarily, really, I've walked in to have a look if they've got any He-Man figures. The Masters of the Universe ones that I like to get. They're usually around this bit. But no, they've got just those ones there. But they do have some Turtle stuff as well above. And here's their Marvel selection bit. They got some new figures in. Doctor Strange there. Howard the Duck. Yeah, just a quick look. So just a quick look in game. I did pick up a figure in there, actually, for the Marvel collection. It was cheap. So, yeah, I picked it up. But let's head up to CEX now and see if they've got anything in there before heading over to Croydon. Okay, so this is the CEX. I didn't film in last week because, well, it's pretty much all the same old stuff, isn't it, when you keep going into them again, and it's not very rare that I actually find anything of interest, especially when you're visiting the same one week after week, because I've got no choice, because really this is the easiest HMV for me to get to without going to Bexley Heath or up into London where the FOP shop is. So that's why I go Croydon. It's just an easy drive. It's a straight road all the way. Sorry, Bromley, not Croydon. Bromley is a straight road all the way, and it takes 15 minutes to drive. It's just easily done. But there we go. So that was Bad Teacher. It's £1.50 now. I remember now it's 50p. Damn cost of living. So, I don't know. I'm just sort of scanning the shelves. It is the same old stuff. Stuff isn't shifting. You know, it is the same old stuff in here all the time. Stuff doesn't seem to be selling. Coming week after week, and it's like, that was here before, that was here several weeks ago, that was here several weeks ago. I will say, though, that behind the counter where they had all their steelbooks, that's sort of a lot better up there now. So I don't know if they get shipped to other stores. I don't know what happens with them, or if they've actually sold them. I don't think they've sold them. There's a reason I say that when we get to the next CEX, because I was in shock, really, at some of what they had. But yeah, so this is just me scanning the shelves, and I'm not talking about what I'm picking up. You can see for yourself exactly what I'm picking up and what's there. That's the Rob Zombie Halloween 2. For you Halloween lovers. Heaven's Gate there. So, Hell or High Water, I've still got to watch that. I got the steelbook sent to me, didn't I? From Lee. Again, thank you, Lee. I do need to put that in and watch it. I will do it. I'll do it this week. It's just I've been so busy lately with the puppy coming, sorting it out, trying to get my dad moved in. There's so much going on that time is fleeting. You know, I ain't got the time. That's the Chucky documentary. That's still been here from previous visits. Nobody there. Bob Odenkirk. Better Call Saul. Marriage Story still in here. What we just saw in the corner. Well, that's a good film. Pleasure's still here. That was there. Reacher. Well worth a watch. Smeghead. Rambo, or John Rambo as it's otherwise called in some territories. I prefer the title John Rambo for that one, not just Rambo. Supernatural down there, that's the final season, season 15. I wonder if they'll release the Winchesters. It only lasted one season, it got cancelled. Sausage Party, hideous film, up there with that dog one. Strays, that was a hideous film as well. I suppose I would have liked it if I was maybe 14 or 15. I'd probably have found them funny. Not now though. That's the cynical side of me. Anyway, let's have a quick look at their 4Ks. They haven't got many, but they have them sat next door here. And you can pretty much see what's there. It's the same old stuff as what was there before. So Croydon's got, well, I know Croydon, I've been there already. Okay, so that was a quick look in the first CEX. Same old. Today's not proving too fruitful at the moment. I mean, I've picked up one item in HMV, yes. But we will take a look when I get back. But now we're going to head off to Croydon and the CEX that is there. So let's go. So what I'm going to do, instead of driving all the way to Croydon, I'm going to drive to Elmer's End, where I will park the car and swap for the tram service, because the tram takes me literally right outside the CEX, bar maybe 50 metres. And then it's a straight road down to Forbidden Planet, to my comic shop, to another tram stop to bring me back to the car. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get there and we're going to go CEX first. However, I do need to get a drink because my mouth is so dry. It feels so dry. Yeah, I need a drink. Okay, so I can hear the tram coming. There she is, coming around that bend. Stopped in a minute behind a tree. You can see the tram right there. So we're going to get this into, like I said, into Croydon, CEX, first port of call, and yeah, see what's in store there.
will be George Street.
For Whitgift Centre, North End.
This tram is for Wimbledon.
So it's been a little while since I filmed in this one, and wow, how many Dungeons and Dragons 4Ks they need. John Wick, Jurassic Park box sets, there's tons of them. And that's what I was saying, that's quite shocking. There's a steelbook there for Joker. Isn't this the new one? Hasn't that just got a release or something? Although I think that steelbook's been available elsewhere before. But no, I'm shocked on that top shelf. There's so many Dungeons and Dragons, John Wicks and Jurassic Parks. They get shipped in from somewhere. That's not someone coming in and trading them in. But yeah, a Vanilla Sky there for £15. Steelbook for Matrix Resurrections. I turned that film off. Never did watch it to the end. Saying that, I only got about 15 minutes in. So in this CEX here, they actually put a £40 steelbook there with the dual. They actually put their steelbooks out on the shelf, regardless of price. But yeah, let's have a proper look, shall we? See what they've got in this one, because I haven't filmed in here for a while, so it'll be interesting to see. £12 there for Andromeda, seasons 1 and 2 they had on Blu-ray. I'm sort of tempted with Andromeda. I don't mean those ones that are here, but I'm wondering if it's something I want to pick up at some point. Kevin Sorbo's foray into, well, Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda. Gene Roddenberry had nothing to do with it. He was dead. It was just scraps of paper he had with notes on about potential shows that they then sort of cashed in on his name. That and Earth Final Conflict. But anyway, so let's carry on looking. Steelbook there for The Colour of Money, £10. Has got a protector around it as well. Cats, £2. Not seen it. I'm well aware of how bad it's supposed to be, and I'm not saying that in the sense that I disbelieve it. I do believe it. Fight Club there, steelbook. I think that was 18 quid. Harry Potter's Get Out. What's that? Ghosts of Mars, John Carpenter. That was actually made from a script that was written for a third Escape From film, Kurt Russell, Snake Plissken. And then it was changed into Ghosts of Mars. Because of the failure of Escape From LA. There's a Jurassic Park tin there. And down here we have Knight Rider, £60 for the complete Knight Rider box set. David Hasselhoff, Last of Us, Looper there. I'm just sort of scanning along, you can see what's there. 3 Man of Steel's, Minions, Naked Gun 2.5. I have the German Blu-ray release where all 3 of them are on one disc, and the trilogy. Parasite down there. Star Trek's original series, Enterprise. There's some Spider-Man. Oh, I've not seen this. It's got a bit of, looks like French writing on it as well. I can't say that I've seen that release before. Anyone else? Oh no, it's got a UK age rating on it. Okay, I don't know, I've not seen that one before, with that cover. Sea Monsters. Silence of the Lambs Steelbook. £38. I'll be having that. That's sarcasm, by the way. I say that in jest. And that's just a quick look in this one. There's a couple of interesting bits. So that CEX there proved to be a tiny bit more fruitful than the previous one. So much so I actually picked a couple of bits up in there. I also traded in a couple of bits that I'd brought with me. What did I trade in? I traded in the 4K of Universal Soldier because I'd got the Steelbook. Somehow one went in, and I traded in Thomas Crown Affair, the original release, because I got the updated Arrow one. So yeah, that helped with me getting these bits. But we'll take a look at those when I get home. And now see if we can get any footage inside the Forbidden Planet. It was cloudy this morning, but as you can see, the clouds sort of breaking up, and I think we're getting about 26 degrees today, which is a little bit cooler, which, like I said earlier, is welcome respite for me. And a respite, we're going into autumn, so my favourite time of year. Alas, there was once a HMV down there, but that closed down some time ago when they had that wave of closing HMVs down. So just a quick look in here, and there's that Spawn Batman set that I picked up, and these are all McFarlane DC figures. Yes, I picked that Batman Spawn set up the other day from Amazon. I'd done a post opening of it yesterday morning. Let's go back and check that out. Yeah, and we have some Turtle figures down the bottom there, and as you can see, that's come up. It's a new film. These are from the film, you know, the original film, Last Ronin, which is a great book figure there. I do have a Last Ronin figure, and I have that black and white one there to the left. I thought it looked pretty cool. And here's their sale section. I don't have a long look in here, it's just very quick. That's a Robin, I believe, I'm looking at. Not a great deal in here sale-wise. This was just a quick look, and some Aliens books, $9.99 on that one. Predators, that'll be $4.99. I've got that already. About the making of the film. Okay, so picked up just a couple of comics in Forbidden Planet, just 2. Some nice He-Man figures in there. I didn't record them, but no, I've had to sort of say no to that. I was tempted, still am tempted to go back, but I'm not going to. But now I can go and pick up my comics and be on my way home. Oh, the things are down. They don't look like they're open. Bollocks.
This tram is for Beckenham Junction. The next stop will be Arena.
Okay, so I am back from both Bromley and Croydon. Ironically, my going to Croydon was kind of pointless in a sense, in that the comic shop wasn't open. I don't know why these things happen, but alas, it wasn't all for nothing, because I did pick up some bits in CEX and in the Forbidden Planet as well. But let's get started and take a look at what I picked up. So I'm going to come to the physical media stuff momentarily, but before that, I did pick up in the Forbidden Planet, I picked up 2 comic books. I picked up issue 1 of Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy. Now, ironically, when I went to the till with this, I actually went up with a variant cover with a nice sort of painted image of the Silver Surfer on the front. And the geezer said to me, that's $14.99 because it's a variant edition. I said to him, then I don't want that, I just want the standard edition. I said to him, you've got a £14.99 comic book on the shelf, unbagged, uncarded. I goes, it's already sustained a bit of damage on the spine, not this one, the one that I had. I goes, that makes no sense. You know, surely you should be displaying that bagged and boarded with the price sticker on. Anyway, so I opted for this one. Well, I say I opted for this one. I had no choice unless I wanted to pay 15 quid for a variant. I didn't want to pay 15 quid for a variant. No way. So I got that. So yeah, Silver Surfer. Fantastic. And then I did pick this up because I like Godzilla. I don't really read the Godzilla comics, but this was a one-off. Godzilla, Best of Mecha Godzilla. So it's a thick comic book, and it's got some stories in it revolving around Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla. So, you know, that's fine. That's, yeah. As it's a one-off. It's just a one-off, one and done, one shot. You know, and why not? I'll be back, my phone's ringing. Okay, sorry for that interruption. Yeah, there. So that was Mecha Godzilla, Godzilla, Best of Mecha Godzilla. There we go. That stuff on the back. Experience the best of the metal monster in stories from Godzilla Rulers on Earth, Godzilla History's Greatest Monster, Godzilla Gangsters and Goliaths, Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters. So it's a collection of stories from those, which is great because I won't have had them anyway. Although I like Godzilla and Godzilla Universe, I don't really read the comics of Godzilla. Anyway, so whilst that was in Croydon, in the Forbidden Planet, those comics, I'm going to jump back to Game in Bromley, and I picked up a figure. I picked up for $9.98. I picked up Howard the Duck from the Marvel What If range. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break away because I'm going to open this figure up because I don't want to keep it boxed because I hate these boxes. Let's go away and take a look, and then I'll be back with the physical media. Okay, so before we get back to proceedings and take a look at what I got, physical media wise, let's take a look at this Howard the Duck that was reduced to £9.98 in Game, and it comes with the head of Scott Lang there in the jar. And this is from the Marvel What If series. Now, I would never have paid full price for this character, but for $9.98, I'll get it because I will also recoup some of that money as well. How, I hear you ask? Well, we'll take a look. I'm going to open this one up. I don't like these boxes without the window. I understand they're trying to cut down on plastic usage and that, but you can't see the character. You can't see the paint job. It just detracts from the whole thing having it in a box like this. So this figure also comes with a body part of Khonshu from Moon Knight. So if you bought, I don't know, these 6 characters here, Agent Jimmy Woo, Classic Loki, Zombie Scarlet Witch, He Who Remains, Howard the Duck and Red Skull. You get all the parts to form Khonshu there. I don't buy into that kind of collecting. I don't care, because inevitably what happens is you want maybe 3 of these characters and then 2 you don't want, but you have to buy them to get the part. So let's get this open. So I'm going to open this one up because I'm actually going to display this character. He's going to stand on my shelf because he's only going to be small. And yeah, so when you get these now, they come like this, which is pretty hideous, really. You know, for a collectible, for a toy. So anyway, so Howard the Duck himself is only small. So that's what we get in there. So let's take a look at this first. So initially this bag contains the Khonshu body part, which is quite big, to be honest. You know, it's not bad size. That's the body part for Khonshu, the primary body part. But like I say, to get some of my money back, what I do is I list this on eBay and I sell it, because like I said, there's people who don't want to buy every single figure. There might be some people out there who didn't want to buy Howard the Duck, and thusly they just buy this body part off me, and usually I can get about 8-10 quid for something like this, and it pays for the figure. So yeah, so let's have a look at what came with it. So in here we have the glass come away separate, the little head in the jar. If you've seen Marvel's What If, you know what it is. Cool. And we get Howard himself, Howard the Duck. Quite a cool character in the pantheon of Marvel characters, and there he is there himself, and he's only small, you know, and he hasn't got many points of articulation. How's he going to even stand up? Oh no, he does. It does bend at the waist, but you don't get much in the way of articulation with this character like you do with some of the bigger ones. But you know, for a tenner, it's cool. It's okay. I don't mind paying 10 quid for it. And like I said, ultimately, I'll get majority of that money back anyway on that body part of Khonshu. So, and then I get to keep Howard and the little head. And that'll sit on my shelf where my Marvel Blu-rays are and 4Ks. It'll sit along there, yeah. So there we go. So that is Howard the Duck. So let's get back to proceedings and that which I picked up. Back to me. Okay, so there we go. There I am back. Howard the Duck is sat on my shelf by my little Captain America shield. Here's a look at it. And now let's get into the physical media releases. So I picked up one new release. Okay, so Spider-Man was out today, Across the Spider-Verse. Sleepy Hollow was out. I've got steelbook editions coming for those. They haven't arrived yet. They're from Amazon. They'll come when they come, no rush. I picked up one release, brand new release today, and that was for Les Miserables, the 4K version. I'm so happy that this has come out in 4K. I love this film. It feels very light. It feels really light. It almost feels like there's no disc inside. Seriously, it feels like there's no disc. I've got to check this out. I've got to find some way to cut it. Okay, so I've cut it. I cut away to cut it. So, yeah, Les Miserables. It's a thin case, no slip. It's just 4K, no Blu-ray in there. But yeah, I like this film. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the stage show. I've seen it on numerous occasions, 4 or 5 times, since about the age of 15 up to now, across the years. I've got the CD soundtrack of it. I've been known to sing it in the car with the CD soundtrack on. I get a lot of enjoyment out of this film. Yes, I think it's really good. But let's take a look inside. There is a disc inside, and there it is there, like so. So that's going to be a rewatch very, very soon because, well, Les Miserables. A lot of it was actually filmed near me in Greenwich, which is a filming location. They film a lot in Greenwich, around, you know, the museum place and all that, because the architecture, the buildings are old and they sit well in this time. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, even that bit there. Look. Thor the Dark World, the end, the fight scene at the end, that was filmed in Greenwich. I actually got to see or walk around one of the filming locations while it was still set dressed after filming had finished, and there was upturned cars and things like that, and big piles of rubble that were just on wheels. They just really light, and they just wheel them out and there's a pile of rubble, that kind of thing. An upturned taxi I think was there. They had green shrouding around the columns because that's where they obviously computer animate them out, where they'd been destroyed and that sort of a thing. Cruella was filmed there. There's numerous stuff that's filmed in Greenwich. Anyway, so that was it. That was the brand new release for today. Just that. Then I did go into the CEX in Bromley, and alas, there was nothing there. Nothing caught my interest whatsoever. But then I went to the CEX in Croydon, and I had traded in 2 items, like what I said. I traded in Universal Soldier, the 4K edition, because I got the Steelbook one, the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook edition in as a replacement, and where I'd bought the Arrow film that I mentioned earlier, Thomas Crown Affair. I'd had the original release of the Thomas Crown Affair, but I wanted a new one. So I traded that in as well. And what that done was that gave me some of the money towards these 2 items that I picked up next in there. So the first item that I picked up, and it was 15 quid, it was a 4K, and it's not a replacement. It's not a film that I have on Blu-ray, so it's not an upgrade. It's a film that I used to have on DVD. It's a film that I did enjoy. It is a Tom Cruise film, and it's a film that came out a little time ago. And I wanted to pick it up at the time, but I didn't, because I wanted the price to drop a little bit at least. And so I've picked it up for 15 quid, and that is Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise. And I remember, I mean, I haven't seen this film for a long time. Cameron Diaz is in it, Penelope Cruz. And I remember I really liked it. I was really into it when I first saw it. I thought it was great. So like I said, it's not a replacement. It's not an upgrade. It does come with, I'm just picking the stickers off. It does come with that Blu-ray disc as well. But yeah, it's not one that I've ever picked up on Blu-ray, but I have looked at it for it a while back, and then I heard 4K was coming, so I thought I might as well wait and get the 4K release at least. So I'm happy with that one, with a slip as well. Not that the slip's it's not be all end all stuff, but it is a nice little addition, I suppose. And then I picked this up. I couldn't not pick it up. It was 15, no, it was 12 quid. It was 12 quid. Sorry, 15, it was 12 quid. And it's a steelbook. It's a steelbook for one of my favourite films of all times. A steelbook for a film that I haven't got a steelbook for. So it is an additional copy, essentially, and it is Predator, but 3D. The Predator 3D steelbook. I haven't got a steelbook for Predator. It's got Arnie on the front. Okay, I'd much prefer the creature on the front, but it's got a glorious image of the creature on the back, of the Predator himself, or the Yautja, as it's called. Props to this store, because they do actually stick an age rating around the steelbook when they ain't got the, all right, I ain't got the J card or that, but again, that doesn't really bother me too much. It's not like I'm buying it for any sort of potential worth or anything like that. I'm buying it because, well, I wanted it, ultimately. But it's in immaculate condition, with the exception of a tiny little scratch there that you can just see the light catching there. See, but yeah, I mean, that's a lovely image on the back. I love that. I really do. I really like the steelbook. It's got you know, the debossed framing. It's got embossing on the Predator logo and the 3D there. I don't have 3D capability. I do have this film in 4K as well, but I wanted the steelbook. That's what I wanted ultimately. There's a disc inside with that image there from that point in the film, where Jesse Ventura's character has had his chest blown out. Blaine, isn't it? Yeah. And this is a great film, isn't it? This is up there in my top 10 films of all time. It's got to be. Seriously, I ain't done a top 10, but Predator's just such an iconic movie, a film that you just can't make today in today's woke society. So much machismo on show in this film. It just oozes, you know, just oozes something that films don't have today. But anyway, so that's it. There's my pickups. That's it, all done. Let me know what you're getting this week, if anything, or you know, what versions of what. Yeah, like I said, Spider-Man's to come. Sleepy Hollow steelbooks to come. They'll arrive when they arrive. Next week we've got The Flash to look forward to. So I will be back next Monday with another trip to HMV, most definitely, for The Flash. I haven't got a steelbook on order for that. I don't like the designs. I don't know. I'm not. The designs don't appeal to me. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you got, and let me know your thoughts on some of these films. And let's talk. See you on the next one. Take care all and goodbye.